Hey, hey, hey. Hey, okay. Out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it. Okay, out to the paper, the grass is always greener. I don't do no labels, I call it how I see it.
What does the future look like for your podcast?
But I just want to wrap up with one thing. So something that is a staple in Buffalo community and Buffalo hip hop in general is the Benny mural. So
Yeah.
can you tell the story about how that came about, who did the mural? I think Speedy told a little bit of it, but I just want to get
Yeah.
your end of it.
So like, I mean, I'm big. I like art, and then my boy Ponce. Like, I guess everything I do is always not only that, benefit. I don't want to say most of the stuff I do doesn't even benefit me, but it's always to help other people. Like when I had a car shop or car shows or clothing, I always made sure other people could live off of it. So when I first started doing cars, my boy Ponce was like, "Oh, I want to get an airbrushing." I was like, "Well, here, airbrush my hood." So he did my hood first, and it came out butter, and he's been painting ever since. And then, fast forward to everything I do, I always make sure he has a mural or painting at my place. So when we had the store, he was doing stuff with my buddy Lindsey Taylor for the Blue Flu Festival at Silo City, I think back then. And he's like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo, we should do a Benny mural. Everyone's doing murals for Conway and West, and Benny's not getting." And Benny, like, even though I was like messing with Benny the most, like I was like, he needs his props too. So he did it, and then fucking everyone loved it, and then we put it on the wall, and then I just kept it because I mean, what am I? I'm not gonna give it away. Like when we moved off that store, I could have left it on that building, but I didn't want someone fucking with it. So when we moved it, we took it down to the new store. That's why in Benny's song, like even before we moved it to the new store, Benny's like, my picture's still up on Seneca because he's talking about our store because it's always been on Seneca no matter what. Like it was at the new store in there, now it's over here, and I talked to him a couple times about maybe us selling it or whatever, or bringing it to Art Basel. I had this big idea for Art Basel where that would be the main focus behind the stage and everyone could perform, and then P would make murals on canvas of each artist and do a live one of the BSF logo during Art Basel. But it never happened, but it is what it is. But P is still pushing Peter Ponce, and he's done the mural on my Buick, the mural all over my Buick, the mural on my hood of my truck from Mexico. He's done the one on my Honda that my son has now. Some of the Conway painting in here, that mural, like he does everything, man.
Where is he from?
He's from the West Side. He's from the West Side.
Okay.
Yeah, Ponce's like where his family's from in Puerto Rico, and it's his last name. So, but he's been around forever. He actually works night security at the art museum, which is crazy.
That's hard. That's hard.
I was like, man, this is like a cool story, dude. Like,
that's hard. Oh, yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to Ponce.
Yeah, you got to have him on here because he's got his own story. I just have my part of his story. He's done so much art for so many people.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely have him on. So, I mean, you can connect those dots too for us.
Yeah, anytime.
Bro, we definitely appreciate you pulling up.
No problem, man.
Appreciate you having us here, allowing us to use the space, and just being like a staple in Buffalo and helping with the network and helping grow the city like as you have been.